Doctors, I don't care what anyone says. Retirement is lit. And here's the thing. It is not just about the money. It's about the freedom, the purpose, and living life on your own terms. And if you roll with me to the end of this video and don't retire it early, I've got a little retirement gift waiting for you. Wait, y'all didn't think my dad joke was funny? Let's go. I'm Dr. Simone Ellis, and I'm probably going to be the only doctor out here encouraging you to retire early and actually have fun doing it. Why? Because you work too hard not to enjoy your life. And I've sold my multiple million-dollar practice and retired at 40. And now I help doctors like you design an exit strategy so that you can live your life that you deserve. And yes, I don't care what anyone says. You absolutely deserve it. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand why medical and dental systems want to keep you working, overstressed, and burnt out, and how you can break free from it. And if I haven't convinced you by the end of this video on why you need to exit early, well, then just watch my next one. Just kidding. I got you covered right here. Let's dive in. So truth number one, burnout is a business model and you are just the product. Here's a hard truth. The medical and dental system is designed to keep you overworked, stressed, and dependent. Burnout isn't just a bug in the system, it is its feature. And the longer that you keep grinding, the more valuable you are to hospitals, insurance companies, and corporations. Meanwhile, your health, your happiness, and your personal freedom is just taking a back seat. So even though I work for myself, it was never feeling like I was totally in control. I was working for underpaid insurance companies or frustrated with my garbage reimbursement rates and watching big corporation practices get bigger discounts than I could ever. And no matter how hard I worked, it felt like someone else was playing in my face, like the system had more power than I did. And I know I get it. People say, well, don't take insurance. But if I didn't take insurance, well, that was a huge risk unless I had built my business perfectly and I was in the right location. And it was like playing games where the rules weren't built for me to win. That's what it felt like. And then there were the patients, and some of them would be amazing, but then some of them would just act crazy about their health, which I knew I wasn't the problem because it was their neglect. But guess who they wanted to blame? Me. And after a while, it wasn't just about working that was exhausting. It was the entire system designed to drain me while keeping me dependent on it. So I want you to have this perspective shift. I want you to think of yourself as a CEO of your life. And if a company drains its CEO to exhaustion, that company fails. And the same applies to you. And it's time for us to take some step back and build a life where your well-being comes first and it's not last. I want you to ask yourself, are you working for a system that values you, or are you just another product keeping it running? And if you don't take control of your future, who will? Truth number two is that your identity is going to be challenged, so you need to test it first. One of the things that no one tells you is that retirement isn't just a financial shift, it is an identity shift. And as doctors, we've spent so many years defining ourselves by our work. And so when it's gone, it feels disorienting. And here's the thing, this is a hack. You never really fully retire. You should kind of test out your new identity with micro retirements. So this one is hard, and it's still hard for me because I'm still in it. So for years, of course, I was known as Dr. Simone Ellis, the cosmetic dentist in Houston, Texas. And that title opened doors and it gave me credibility. And I was able to build my career. But now that I'm branching out with trying to do a lot more coaching and public speaking and business consulting, guess what? That title still follows me. And even though it's a beautiful thing, it's like sometimes it feels like it's hard for me to break out of this box that people just see me as a dentist when I see myself as a business owner or an entrepreneur. And I know business, I know how to motivate teams. I've been published in magazines. I'm a public speaker. I support several community efforts. But people still see me as a default as just the dentist. And so that is why testing retirement before stepping away is so important, because it gives you time to redefine yourself and to step into your next identity before letting go of your old one. And trust me, it is a process. But if you keep at it, because for me, I refuse to let that one title define everything that I am. So doctors, I want you to challenge yourself and ask yourself this question. What would happen if I tested my retirement now? Could you take off a month to explore something new? The best way that you know if you're ready for this exit is to do a trial run before you make it permanent. And truth number 3 is that you need an exit plan and not just a savings plan. In industries like tech and finance, focus isn't just on making money, it's designing a strategic exit. And doctors, on the other hand, we spend decades saving, but we never plan on how to leave. And that's why so many of us feel stuck. And even when we feel like we've made enough, I've had some kind of like exit strategy, I think, but I knew I wanted to sell my practice and become a coach and help doctors increase productivity and decrease stress and actually have a better work-life balance, because these were the things that I suffered with. But let's be real, I didn't have all the details figured out. But what I did know that if I was smart enough to build 2 successful dental offices from the ground up, and if I was smart enough to do that, I would be smart enough to figure this thing out too. So I just had to bet on myself, and I had to trust that just like I was learned how to run a business, I could learn how to navigate this new path. And the plan was not perfect. It's still not perfect. I'm still working out kinks, but I knew that if I stayed stuck in the uncertainty would way riskier for me than just stepping into the unknown. So doctors, your next challenge is, what one step can you take today to start designing your exit strategy? And even if it's small movements, they help to create the clarity. If this resonates with you and you are ready to start building on your own exit plan, I want you to check out my website. I got free webinars and tools and strategies that will really help you retire early and live the life that you've earned. Plus, I've got a little retirement gift waiting for you, so don't miss it. The link is in the description below. Want more videos like this? Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Each week we come out with new content on how to help doctors increase productivity, decrease stress, and have a better work-life balance. I look forward to seeing you on our next video.